my dears, this is L. Prabhakaran. Topic is simple type in XML schema. This is why we have XML schema in our discussion. Document type definition, that is DTD, cannot validate a particular element and text, but it can validate only the structure and the overall structure of XML document. Attributes, number of attributes, number of child elements can be restricted in document type definition. The same way XML schema also having this kind of restrictions. Apart from that, to restrict the elements with the variety of data types, to define the structure of an entire XML document, to restrict the values of attributes, different facets can be added for an XML document. These are the reasons why we go for XML schema. Before starting about this, we should remember we have to write only external XML schema. The XML document should be associated with XML schema. Within the XML schema, we have to include the rule set. It is used for restricting text of an element. The element without having attribute, child, subchild element. In the sense, it is called simple type element. We can have two type of definitions given for the simple type, which is to define an element by its predefined, that is built-in data type, or with the help of simple type. So element can be defined with built-in type as well as simple type. Why we go for simple type? It has lot of restrictions can be added for an element that are not possible for built-in type. The simple type, which has how many characters or how many digits, how the value should be started, whether it is uppercase only, lowercase only, and we can provide lot of additional facets that are not possible with built-in type. But anyhow, the built-in type also used for providing very simple restriction for an element as well as for the attribute. Add existing restrictions with the help of XS colon string, XS colon integer, string, XS colon date, ID, NM token, positive integer, boolean, non-negative integer, like that. These are existing data types used for defining an element as well as defining attribute. If we go for simple type, we have all restrictions, not only the basic integer, but also we need to have the range of values that are possible only with the simple type restrictions. The simple type, we have two types in simple type. One is named and another one is anonymous. So this is anonymous has been given here. This is one, and named simple type, this is second. The anonymous simple type used for defining one particular element alone, because the place where we are going to include, that is also important here. So if the simple type definition as given for one particular element, in the sense there is no chance for reusable. We cannot reuse the existing or created simple type definitions for other element definition. But when we go for named simple type, we can add more restrictions and also used for defining more than one component. The component in the sense it means element as well as attribute. This is the way we will have the simple type definition and built-in type definition. Let us have it. In this example, message, this is about the XML document. The XML document I have written welcome to XML schema, and within this root tag I have given file.xsd. What is XSD? This is a file has been included here. XML schema. This is XML schema. Actually, this is what we call it as file.xsd. The extension is .xsd, XML schema definition. And the schema itself, what I have given, the namespace, suppose we are going to have xs colon string simple type, xs colon simple type, slash xs colon simple type. Those are the keywords which are related to schema, which details already available in the public w3.org, which has been specified here along with this detail. After this xs colon schema slash xs colon schema, we can start defining element. What is the element I have in XML document? Yes, it is message. So xs colon element, it's a keyword, space name, name of element. What is the name of an element? Message. So I have a message. And what is the content the message element is carrying? Welcome to XML schema. It's a text I have given. So the data type is xs colon string. This is small restriction we have added for an element message. This is a small example. In this way, the XML element can be defined. Then move on to custom validation by using simple type. As I have mentioned earlier, the simple type we have two types. Okay, simple type used for defining same element as well as attribute, but we can add more restrictions. I can show you. Before that, the simple type we have anonymous and named simple type. The anonymous simple type defined like this. It is also coming under custom validation. Anonymous, in the sense the simple type definition does not carry any reference or any name for it. If it is having name, then the simple type can be used for defining other elements, other attributes. Look at this. I have marked in red color xs colon element name equal to student we have given. Usually after writing this xs colon element name, we will give another attribute. What is that? Type. Then we will give within double quotes xs colon string. But it is not given. Instead of that, I have given within the simple type. Look at this. Within the simple type, the restriction base has been given as xs colon string. So we should not give this in this place. That is why I have not given already. Xs colon element name equal to student, followed by xs colon simple type and xs colon restriction base equal to xs colon string I have given. And within this restriction, the restriction is also paired tag, in which I have xs colon min length value equal to 3, max length value equal to 25. What is the meaning of this? In the sense, I can give any text, the text should have minimum 3 characters length and maximum 25 characters length. If it is less than 3 or greater than 25, in the sense, the document will not accept the text whatever we type. So this is additional restriction that is not possible with the built-in type. If I go for string, I can enter any string and any range of characters I can map, I can type. But if I go for simple type, I can restrict more. So I am adding more facets along with string because the base data type is string. The way, if you want to give any other restrictions along with the integer, id, the sense it is possible. Look at this. If this is the file XML, file.xml, in which I have entered the file name .xsd. So how to do this with Oxygen editor, that I can show you. Here I have added student XML element we have, and I have entered Gopi Krishna. I have entered, look at this XS schema, that is XML schema. I have student element, simple type I have given, restriction base string I have, and length I have given. Now I am removing this. You can check minimum length is a element and its attribute value is given. Minimum length I need 3 and I don't want this. Suppose I want to add any more facets in this, the sense we can have it, otherwise we may close it as like XML force close. Then max length value equal to 11 I have given. The same way I force close this element. I have saved this document and coming back to student XML, I am verifying this, the validation successful message as we have got. If I enter only minimum length, how much I have given? 3 I have given. If I violate that, it will show error. Say for example, P only I have entered, R still, okay, I have entered, look at this, in which I would like to add any other characters or any other spaces are there, then it won't be accept the characters, right. Just I have closed this. Now I am entering. If I enter this much, it is showing the value Prabhakaran LAK of element student is not valid because I am violating the rule I have written for an element. So minimum length should be 3 and maximum length should be 11 I have. Suppose if I make it as 25, then it will accept everything. Look at that, just I have saved this document and I am validating this XML document. Now it has succeeded well. Okay, this is the way we have created, and this is for your better understanding. Here the simple type element, this one, simple type does not carry any name attribute, which means this is anonymous custom simple type. Then this is an example for named custom simple type. What we have additionally, in the sense the name attribute has been added and its data, and its name, what I have given is stud type. Now we have named custom simple type. The named custom simple type, what we have additionally, we have given a name for simple type. If we give like this, the same element definition can be used for defining any more XML element. The simple type name stud type I have given, it has been saved, it has been given a name with stud type in after the access colon schema we have to write. Look at the previous one, the same way after access colon schema and before starting the XML element we have to write the simple type, that is named simple type. So that I have written here. After starting access colon schema, the simple type should be written outside of element. Okay. Then to define any element, the type can be given as stud type. So this is the difference between named simple type and anonymous simple type. I can move on to this to show you. This is XML document and we can have, this is the simple type we are going to write. Just I have removed this simple type from this place, just I have cut and I would like to paste it here. If I give it here, then I should give a name for this. This is stud type I have given. So once if I have given name for this, then the element, this is simple type, will be acting as user defined data type. In other programming languages we learned user defined data type. The way we can use the same user defined data type for defining our own element. Now if I enter type, then the student type also listed in the existing list. So as like access colon entities, id, idref, enum token, string, we have our own type which is student type, that is available here. Just enter. Now the student element can be having the same. Now I change this one, min length I have removed, only max length has been specified. Coming to XML document and validate this XML document, I am restricting the content. Okay, now even though I have not typed anything, it won't show error because I have removed the minimum length specification. I have only max length. Instead of this, you can have access colon length. If you go for the length, see, you can available, you can get by this way. Specify the exact number of characters or list items allowed, and it must be greater than 0. Okay, I have added access colon length, value I have specified 4, and there is no more restrictions, in the sense I can close it. And coming back to my XML document, and I have validated. So as per the schema, it has shown error because there is no text character I have typed. Okay, so XML, it won't show any error. Is it right? Because still it is error, because what we have given, it expects exactly 4 characters length. So I can give right. If I enter more than that, also it is showing error. Less than that, also it will show error, right? So these are the facets can be added for XML element through named simple type, anonymous simple type. And the XML structure, as I have specified previously, we have to validate the element with child element, which means we have to validate the element to carry child elements, and we restrict element to carry text. We restrict element with text as well as child, and we restrict element to carry attribute or list of attributes. These are the goal can be possible with XML schema. And as I have specified earlier, these are the various data types. Apart from this data type, we can club this data type along with simple type restrictions. So this is the advantage of XML schema. And within this, we have added many restrictions. Say for example, I go for creating the XML document first. This is the student element. The student element, I want to keep the student element should carry register number as a child element or attribute, or both child element, attribute as well as text. In the sense it is complex type element. So before starting about this, we should know various classifications of XML document with respect to schema definition. So in the XML student, this is the student element. The student element, I want to have register number. Then like this, register number, I want to enter 1190812. Then I need name of the student. Register number, name I have entered. Then course, the BCA should be in capital letter. Those are the restrictions I want to add. So it's very simple to restrict this particular element and this particular element and this particular element, which means individual element can be defined by using simple type. But if the element which is carrying child elements, in the sense it is coming under element with the child element. So we have discussed defining an element to carry text only. So how to define element to carry text or child element? Let us have defining element to carry child elements. In this regard, the element should be identified as whether it is simple type element or complex type element. I can say if the element which is having only text, in the sense it is a simple type. Otherwise, it is called complex type. So we will discuss how to define an element as complex type. That we can do later. And thank you very much for watching this video. Good luck to you all.